Tony here. We are down at Station 3 in New York's financial district. And my guest today is Bo Hines, who's the Executive Director of the Presidential Council of Advisors for Digital Assets. Bo, great to have you.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Bo, you are on the forefront working with David Sachs and the president on crypto policy and different initiatives. I have lots of questions for you, but I'd love to start with your background. Where'd you grow up?
First and foremost, I just have to say that David is an unbelievably brilliant human being. And obviously, he's demonstrated his immense success in the private sector, in the VC world, and all the projects that he's been a part of. But we're just, unbelievably thankful to have him in the White House. And I think the president made a phenomenal choice as it relates to someone that could deal with both crypto and AI, as he, understands both spaces truly in and out. But he's just phenomenal to work with. He takes a lot of the same principles that I described in terms of working with teams and developing folks and putting them in the right positions that you see in athletics, right? But that's just a testament to his leadership skills, whether it be in the business community or now, with these political principles applied. I don't see it being any different. We work hand in glove together on all of these issues as it relates to crypto. And I can't say enough good things about him just as a person and the leadership qualities that he has.
How did you find yourself in this role? Did you meet David first or the president first? How did that end up happening?
Yeah, so I'll go back a little bit. So during my college freshman football campaign at NC State, I actually played in the Bitcoin Bowl. Which sparked my interest in cryptocurrency. I ended up buying my first Bitcoin shortly thereafter and became a pretty avid trader across multiple ecosystems back when it was a lot less couth, to say the least.
You see this industry, in addition to other industries, there's AI, robotics, and things that are on the rise, but being a big driver of wealth creation, job creation, kind of what the internet did for us, right? With your Googles, your Amazons, and the rest is history there.
Oh, I think absolutely. I think that truly what's going to happen as the digital asset space starts to merge with the traditional financial players is you're going to see a revolution take place as it pertains to just our financial lives generally as consumers. And we talk about stable coins and what that's going to do to payment rails in terms of making things more expeditious. You can get even farther and more broad when you start talking about just security tokenization generally and the way that things can move. I think that I was asked about this morning at a conference that I spoke at. Will my son see the same financial system that I grew up in? And the answer to that is absolutely not. And, that's a credit to really what this industry has done over the course of the last decade in the midst of headwinds. Now we have tailwinds, and I think we have the ability to make monumental changes, but it's going to be, we have a very unique opportunity and time to do that. And I think that we need to capitalize on it and move very quickly, which I think the president and David both recognize, and that's why we're pushing so hard.
I heard President Trump, I think it was at the White House Crypto Summit, he said he wants Congress to have the market structure and stablecoin bills on his desk before the August recess. Is that possible? Do you think Congress can move and get this done?
It's more than possible. I think it would be just a derelict of duty from my perspective in my office if we don't get both of those things on his desk before August recess. And you know what? I'm super thankful for the leadership that we have in both chambers on the Hill right now as well, because I think that was something that was missed on a lot of folks just, in industry and beyond was when they came together with David and announced the bicameral working group on digital assets between the chambers at the beginning of this Congress. I think that was just a monumental step towards really this industry maturing and being recognized as the legitimate player that it is in financial systems more generally. This is the first time that the chambers had come together and said, we're going to make sure that we pass meaningful legislation as it relates to this space. And now they're moving expeditiously to do that. So